Hey guys, welcome back. So I just wanted to do a video on my 2020 goals and hopes for the growth of what I'm going to be documenting, which I guess would mean my channel, and give you guys kind of a rundown on what I have going on for my car and what is planned and what I hope to achieve as far as content goes for you guys. So I don't know if you guys know, but I'm a commercial truck driver, so I am out here, and with this whole pandemic coronavirus thing, it has been extremely busy and demanding on me. And that has pretty much put it to a point where I'm only able to be home a couple days a week. So the car actually sits for, all the days that I'm out on the road. And lately it's only been like maybe 2 days a week that I've been able to do anything. Well, as the car sits right now, it's a 2017 STI, and it is tuned on E85. And there's a slew of mods already been done to it. It's all still stock location turbo, stock location turbo. As I didn't want to blow the motor up before we had a game plan as to what to do next. So right now the car is making right around 360 wheel horsepower with right around 400 foot-pounds of torque. Super snappy, super fun. But the reason I'm making this video is because I wanted to give you guys a heads up as to what's to come next. And I mean, when I say next, we're talking the next couple weeks, the next couple months. Because we are already halfway through 2020 here, but there's been a lot of things going on underneath the scenes. And as I'm out on the road, all I do is look at car parts. All I do is dream up what I want my dream to become. So you guys are going to be documented, or all of it's going to be documented, and all of it is going to be there for you guys. So as it stands right now, I have stopped doing modifications to my car. Completely done. And why that is because we are going with a closed deck block. So I have actually just this week talked with Outfront Motorsports in Buena Park, California. Very reputable Subaru building company, and they have went ahead and machined machined some case halves out and done their V3 closed decking process. I don't know if you guys know much about closed decking, but what it is they machine out around in the water jacket areas of the case and push in aluminum inserts that are also machined. It's done through heating and cooling, and they have yet to have one of their V3 version blocks come back. So it's never been a block, it's never been the case problem or a machining problem. And they also have a V4, which also they say they have both V3 and V4 out there pushing 1,000 wheel horsepower or more, and have yet to find out exactly what the limit on a V3 is. So I have went with a V3 base short block with CP 99.75 millimeter pistons that are good for 9:1 compression. So we've bumped the compression up from 8.2 to 9.0. And they are also pistons designed specifically for E85. I love E85. Anyone who has a Subaru should also love E85, especially a turbocharged one. So I wanted to do a build around that because obviously we can make some more power, we can run a little bit more aggressively. So the limiting factor of my new block is going to be the rods. The rods are rated right around 700 wheel horsepower. They're Manley H-Tough rods. There's actually guys out there that push over 800 with these rods and have yet to have any issues. So it is going to be a good block for the FP Green UHF Ultra High Flow turbo that I just bought, which is also in the stock location. It's one thing about Force Performance that's really cool. So I wanted to do a build around that turbo. I waited for that turbo for almost 10 weeks, and it should be easily capable of, pushing 600 wheel horsepower. So right now, I'm in the middle of piecing together a fuel system. This guy. Once you start pushing more power, and with a bigger turbo, you're pushing more air, you need more fuel to make it go bang. So I've been talking with my tuner on how we can get a 600 wheel fuel system set up, and very minimalistic type deal. So I'm actually going with a Walbro 525. It's the new Hellcat fuel pump. And I'm going to utilize the stock hard lines on the car, which should be fine, and just do everything at the firewall. So new fuel pressure regulator, which will be either a Radium Engineering adjustable fuel pressure regulator or an Aeromotive adjustable fuel pressure regulator. And why I say these two is because not only is Radium really high up in the Subaru fueling world right now, but Torque Solution makes a really great alternative fuel setup where you could utilize those stock Subaru fuel lines, hard lines, and provides you with all the fittings and everything that you need for a pretty reasonable price. I've also, looked at just buying the hose outright, which is also another thing. I am also, affiliated with Parent Performance, so Parent Performance has also been on my list, and right now it's really a toss-up. I can't make up my mind, and probably because I don't know enough about where I'm at. This is all new territory to me, and I'm trying to do as much research and talk to as many people as I possibly can. So if any of you guys have had any experiences and whatever else have you, I would love it if you dropped a like and a comment down below. And let's start a dialogue. Like I love talking cars. So if I could talk cars all day, I would, and I will. So with that being said, we're gonna be doing some sort of fuel lines that need to be PTFE or E85 rated, Radium or Aeromotive fuel pressure regulator. And I am going to be going with either Radium Engineering's fuel lines, or not fuel lines, fuel rails, or Cobb's fuel rails. And then we'll also be doing Injector Dynamics or Cobb rebranded ID 1300s, which my tuner said are probably good to go. Nice. So my tuner wants to maintain drivability, and in order to do that, we keep the smallest injector possible. So ID 1300s are rated for right around 550 horsepower. So what I'm having done is we're having Brian over at iWire set up a kit with a new fuel pump controller, which actually comes from a GTR, and do a hardwire kit on that 525, which would be the same for a Walbro 450, which right now, good luck finding a Walbro 450. Walbro was hit extremely hard by this whole pandemic thing. So that's why we decided to go with the Hellcat 525. And from there, I'm using ARP 625 head studs and a JE Pro Seal .039 1mm thick gasket, a little bit thicker gasket, and I'll be reusing all the cam sprockets. I'll be using an HKS timing belt with all new pulleys, new oil pump, new oil cooler, and I'll be reusing the water pump since my motor now only has 25,000 miles. And the next two things I need, I'm heavily debating on an intake manifold, which the only intake manifolds I would even buy that are even worth it are either AMS or Process West, and both of them are thousands of dollars. So I don't know. My tuner says I should be fine on just the stock intake manifold I have now, but I will be buying a new exhaust manifold, so a new header. It's one that's still up in the toss-up. It's still not financially in the picture, so it's either going to be a Perrin big tube or a Killer Bee or MA Performance 4-to-1 header. My buddy has it on his STI, and his car sounds sick. And I have a couple other MA Performance products, and they are top-notch too, as well as everything. I mean, fitment's great. So on that, I'm already have the setup to be able to tune on speed density if we need to. We already have the map set up to run on E85 as well. So tuning should be pretty, straightforward. But it's kind of an idea as to what exactly is going on. So I just wanted to, let you guys know and let you know that you guys are on my mind, and you guys being with me through the process of this whole thing is going to mean that much more to me as well. So it's time for me to go back to work, but if any of you guys got any questions, comments, concerns, anything, leave a comment down below. Smash this like button. Hey, what would it hurt to subscribe? There's a lot coming, and if any of you guys are interested in trying to achieve a 600 wheel horsepower build on your own, I'm going to be doing that. So stay tuned, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.